Ladies, who doesn't like to curl up with a good romance novel? Yet, if you're an avid reader, many of those romances start to sound alike. And I want to introduce you to a young lady. She's from Columbus. She's also a first-time author with a Christian take on the familiar romance. C.E.Hilbert's first novel, The Wooing of Jane Grey, is now in stores. And Courtney, we welcome you and congratulations on your new book. How exciting for you.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited about everything that's going on.
You should be excited. Here's the book. You're a first-time author, first book published. How difficult was it to get that book published?
It was a very long process. So I sent out tons of interest in what they're called query letters to try and get people interested, and lots of nice rejections back, and ultimately through Googling...
But rejections nonetheless,
Rejections
right?
nonetheless, and through Googling found a contest, and entered a contest through Deep River Books, and the book was awarded a certificate of merit, which allowed it to be able to be published. So that's how we got to where we are today.
Well, I mentioned this is a Christian romance novel. How would you describe it? What is this? And it's apparently a genre of romance novels that's really becoming quite popular.
Yes, it's inspirational romance novels are a subset of romance, which is the largest. About 40% of all books that are published today are romance novels. And inspirational romance is something that kind of takes a more traditional look at how romance should be in a relationship between a man and a woman. And there is, what I always say is, you take sex out and you put Jesus in, and that's pretty much a Christian romance novel in a nutshell.
So the fun part is, how would you describe the plot of the book? And, you know, I know it's a thick book, so just kind of summarize a little bit what it's about.
In a 30-second synopsis, we meet Jane Grey, who is just stuck in a rut in her life, and she decides on her own, I'm going to go out and change my life, and she thinks she can do that by getting a new job. We all think we can change our lives real quickly, and in fact, God has different plans for her and drops these two amazing men in her life. One who's a devout Christian and a lawyer. His name is Paul, and just perfect on paper. And then she meets this young hockey player who is not so perfect on paper, but she really connects with him. And throughout the book, we see her struggle between should she follow what she thinks is right or should she follow her heart. And only God knows, and He's not telling.
He's not telling. We're not going to tell either, but I read the book. It was a wonderful read. You do have a gift for dialogue, I think. It's very well written. And the funny thing is, the location is Columbus, so when you talk about a hockey player, he's a Blue Jackets hockey player.
He has to be a Blue Jacket hockey player. It does. And right now, it's so sad with the NHL being on lockout.
And you're a sports fan, too.
I'm a huge sports nut. I love everything goes better with SportsCenter and Jesus, is what I always say. So it's just kind of how life goes. So it's kind of a little sad time right now with no hockey, but we'll make do with the Buckeyes.
But in the book, you all talk about downtown and the riverfront and the short north, and it's kind of fun to read where these characters are living and working and having fun, all in Columbus.
All in Columbus. It's great. We had a woman come to a book signing about a month ago, and she was so excited. She said, do we really have a firefighter memorial in Columbus? I'm like, yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
My dad's a retired firefighter, and so it's so great to be able to incorporate something like that from Columbus into the book and make people aware of it.
Okay, so how much of this is biographical?
Very little. Where I lived, yes, and a lot of her probably personality quirks that aren't so pleasant are probably mine, and some of the sassiness from her best friend is probably mine, but unfortunately I have no romantic life whatsoever.
And there's no blue jacket in
and there's no blue jacket in my future or in my life. So.
Well, we, you know, who knows? You just never know.
You never know. Anything can happen. It's all about God's plan.
Who is probably a good person who'd want to pick this up? What kind of reader?
I think someone in their mid-20s or even maybe a little bit younger, too. I have a friend who's 99 who read it and liked it. So it's someone who really is looking for some alternative to the current mainstream literature that's out there, and just someone who wants a fun read for a Saturday afternoon.
So the part that's biographical, though, is that you really are a devout Christian, and you practice a lot of things that are in this book.
I do. I really believe wholeheartedly in committing your life first to Christ, and that everything should spawn off of that, and how you can really be an instrument for His grace no matter where you are, and in your actions and in your deeds. And hopefully it comes through in a fun way where people don't see Christianity as being such a negative thing. And that really we're just normal people having a good time in life and enjoying what God has blessed us with.
Well, where can people find the book? How can they get it?
You can find it, actually, if you are in Columbus this weekend.
I know, big time, yeah, book signing.
We have a book signing tomorrow. Also online, Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com, ChristianBook.com. And in about a month, on November 9th, 9th, we'll be at Beacon of Hope in Springfield, Ohio for a book signing. So all over the place.
Well, we've had your website up there where people can go for more information. Obviously, they can join you in Pickerington at the Barnes & Noble tomorrow. Go online where they can get it. And Courtney was gracious enough to leave a few copies of her book to share with you, our viewers. So you can go online right now to NBC4i.com, click on the Daytime Columbus icon. From there, you'll see a box that's titled Daytime Giveaways. Fill out the entry form, and then you will have a chance to win one of 3 copies of The Wooing of Jane Grey. And we will take entries through next Tuesday, and we will choose 3 winners at random. So go online right now. And it's been a pleasure to have you here. Thank you, Courtney.
So
Best of luck in the
you.
Future. Oh, and she also got the Young Authors nomination.
Best New Author for Christian Book Awards for coming up for 2013. I was
nominated.
Get
that in there. Good for you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Courtney.
Thanks.